Prior to October 26, 2014, the Plotkin name was foreign to my family. Currently, it is a name I, as others, associate with the murder of Lindsey, Joy, and Emily. This person considered my family to be worthless, dismissible, of no value to the world. This person was privy to the plans the week prior to October 26, 2014 that culminated in the murders. This person, and I use the term loosely, could have stopped this atrocity. Again, my family was not considered to be of value unless they were dead. Daily I question what my family did to deserve the fate that was delivered to them that day. The fate that this person could have stopped. Instead, the defendant had a twisted allegiance to the evil being that murdered my family. To have an allegiance to him places one on the same level as him. Daily I consider the contributions my family made to the community, to their friends, to their church, and to their professions. My family was always gainfully employed. Lindsey retired in 2012 after 38 years working for the same company that he started with after he graduated from college in 1974. Joy retired in 2009 after 30 years teaching at the same school she started with upon her completion of college in 1976. Emily, embarking upon what was to be a lifetime career as a veterinarian, only allowed in part by the defendant to only practice from 2008 until 2014. Valuable, hard-working people struck down by the complete opposite. My family was robbed of their potential to continue contributing to society in the positive manner they started and ended their lives with. They were robbed by a dark, evil being, assisted by a likewise dark, evil being. These beings, in stark contrast, were not positive contributors or positive influences to the community. There was no lengthy work record, no accolades to their selfless acts of goodness to others. Good overcome by evil, at least temporarily. The shame I feel for my family to now have the Plotkin name associated with the champion name is piercing. Just as the shame I feel for my family to have taken a small infant into their lives and provided every opportunity to succeed, to turn and then take their lives. My family was a private, unpretentious, unassuming country family that loved life, God, family, and friends. Again, a stark contrast to the beings that smote them from me. Continually I recall the proclaimed allegiance by the defendant on social media for the murderer, insistence of his innocence. How'd that work out for you? Continually I recall even her daughter exclaiming that day, "Glad the B blank 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 is dead." Again, stark contrast between the nature of my deceased family and the dark evilness that proclaimed the need for them to die. Living the daily horror has hardened my soul. No longer a trusting person, folks must prove their trust to me. Perhaps my lack of trust is reasonable considering I found Lindsey and Joy that day in what I thought was Emily. The visions of my family in the manner I found them continually galloped through my mind. Imagine the horror the three faced from the iron of a .45 pistol, brandished by the evil one that the defendant worshipped. The emptiness envelops me as I tarry on the farm that Lindsey and I worked so hard on. The farm that now lacks Lindsey, Joy, and Emily sauntering across. Heartbreaking doesn't even begin to define my torture. I continue to search for them each day, hoping this was just a wretched nightmare. My searching ends when I'm enveloped by the fallout from their deaths. My callous soul wants the defendant to suffer as I have. But I know that's not possible, for the defendant is lacking the components to love family as I have loved. She should have visions of something or someone that was loved, as my family was to me, laying dead at the hands of 3 evil beings. She should have visions to haunt her. She should feel unfathomable pain and anguish. The defendant should spend her lifetime in prison, never being able to participate in such a plan as she participated in the week prior to October 26, 2014. My callous desire is that she and the evil being should suffer just as Lindsey, Joy, and Emily did. Unfortunately, the laws of the land do not provide for such justice. Instead, we the taxpayers will be providing for her incarceration. Where is the justice in this? The only solace is that she will not have access to planning another mass murder. Judge Woodall, I request you to impose the assigned penalty as agreed. I wish you could assign a sentence of extreme grief for the remainder of her life. A sentence that was imposed on me October 26, 2014. I know the laws of the land do not provide for that, and furthermore, one must be capable of such feelings. Thank you, Judge Woodall, for allowing me to speak on behalf of my family that can no longer speak. Lindsey and Joy, a church picture. They were returning from church that day when they were murdered. Emily Champion, a horse veterinarian, 31 years old. The last time Lindsey, Joy, and I got together to eat at Cracker Barrel. This is what you did. Thank you.